No, you good. You good. First priest.
Sazia Balwan Banya Child. Sazia Balwan Banya Child. Remember, it's thumb when you're addressing multiple people. Rock a thumb. Laya Shrala. Laya Shrala. Figuring out how to hit the notes on that thing. This is not a wanting.
I'll get some.
I will go get some more.
I'll get some. I got it.
No, wait. You gotta take it off. That's why I was trying to find out.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like this, so we can easily do. And then as it closes, the class will close. Yeah, we can just leave it like this up here.
In your first rodeo, you know what to do.
Okay, it's like that. That's why we don't change up. You feel me? We keep it the same way since 1969.
I'm right. With that, a madium, which means to stand. Star, which means to turn. Wapanya Hakadam, which means to what's up?
I don't get my.
Oh yeah, no sweat. We're gonna start with the Lord's Prayer in the ancient Hebrew. Abanau, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakuska, Taba'ah, Partizaka, Ayah, Aisha, Baratza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashemayim, Medalanau, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakhanau, Kabawafina, Wala'ah, Tabi'ayinau, Banasaya 1, Above, Hawashayinau, Bayan, Rai, Ayah, Laka, Amalakwa, Allah, Watapara, I will love you.
All right, now we're going to do the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Now we have the power prayer. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Machala, Kal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazariah, Hakak, Lahaklium, Hamathim, Hakak, Al-Rukawa, Tama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahasham, Yahushua, the water.
Come on. Now we're going to do the power prayer in English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power. Power to hear all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Next up, we have the blessings prayer. Barakatah Yahweh. Yahushua. Wamayaka Allah. Wa'alahayim. Matazab Ya'ah. Alawak Yahana. Ha'alawakim. Ha'saranyim. Akwataz Ayanyim. Hakaya Waha'akwati. Yahweh. Ba'asham. Yahushua. The water.
Amen. Now we're going to do the Isupk blessings prayer in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Mike.
and Michael,
and the angels,
and the angels,
commanding General Yohanan,
commanding General Yohanan,
the general,
the general,
the captain,
the captains,
the officers,
the officers,
the troopers,
the troopers,
and the sisters,
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua,
thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Next up, we got Psalm chapter 121. Shah,
Asha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahaharyam,
Ahaharyam,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yabaa,
Isaiah,
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 Ma'ayin,
Ma'an,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ayam,
Shamayam,
Ratazah,
Ratza,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yadawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Anat,
Anat,
La'a,
La'at,
Yanawam,
Yadawam,
Wala'a,
Walala,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shalomar,
Yasharala,
Yashal,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Zalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyaka,
Yamyamka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashemash,
Hashamash,
La'ayakaka,
La'aya Kaka,
Wayarak,
Wayara,
Alayallah,
Alayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Shamarka,
Makal Rai,
Kalra,
Yashamor,
Yashimor,
Athnapashka,
after the Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamor,
Yashimor,
Taza Athka,
Kalaka,
Wabawa'aka,
Bawa,
Mayatha,
my
Allah,
with I will love. All right, now we're going to do the Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills,
From whence cometh my help?
from whence cometh my help?
My help coming from
My
Yahweh,
help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not put to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashala
he that keepeth Yahshua
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor
Thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade
Upon the right hand.
It shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forward.
from this time forth
Even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Next, last prayer is Psalm chapter 83. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damiyalaka,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awayabyaka,
Awiyabika,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Aimaka,
A'amika,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Yahweh,
Awadah,
Saladah,
Waya Tazawa,
Yahweh,
Al-Tazawa,
Al-Tasawanyika,
Amarawa,
Amarawa,
Lakawa,
Akawa,
Wanakakidam,
Winakakidam,
Magawi,
Gali,
La'a,
Wala,
Yazakar,
Yaskar,
Sham Yasha'al,
Sham Yashala,
Iwadah,
Awada,
Hanya,
Haya,
Nawai Tazawa,
Nawai Tazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakhadwa,
Yahweh,
Aika,
Awika,
Bar Yah,
Barya,
Yakhrathwa,
Yakaraswa,
Ahalia,
Ahawi,
Adawam,
Arwan,
Yashamayal,
Yasha,
Yamawa'aba,
Yamawab,
Wahagaria,
Wagari, Wamala,
Halashat,
Alasha,
Amyashabia,
Amishabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashapur,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aimawa,
Nawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawat,
Labani Lawat,
Bani Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadia,
Kamadia,
Nasayasara,
Kasiyasara,
Kayabia,
Kayabia,
Banakal,
Manapal,
Kwayashma,
Kwayashma,
Nashamanwa,
Nashmawa,
Ba'ayan,
Mayan,
Na'ara, Hayawa,
Hayat,
Laman,
Daman,
La'adam,
Yamawa,
Haira,
Kara,
Wakaza'aba,
Wakaza,
Wakazabat,
Wakaza,
Wakatazamanai,
Wakaza, Banat,
How Messiah Kamwa,
Kara, Sayakumwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarawa,
Amarawa,
Nayarashah,
Nairasha,
Ranawa,
Lanawa,
Ah, Na'awat,
Nawa,
Alahai,
Alaha,
Alahaya,
Alaya,
Shaya Thamwa,
Tamwa,
Kagalgala,
Kagabala,
Kakwat, Kha,
Lapanyaba,
Ka'ach,
Kaash,
Taba'ira, Ya'ira,
Tabaayra, Yahayra,
Wakalahabat,
Makalahaba,
Talahat,
Alahat,
Harayam,
Harayam,
Radatma,
Kantaradat,
Barakah,
Bazayra,
Wabasawa Pathka,
Wabasabu Kahak,
Tabahala,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala,
Hanyaham.
Hanyaham.
Falawan.
Falawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shunka.
Shunka.
Yahau.
Yahau.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahalwa.
Wayabahalwa.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Wayaparwa.
Wayaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Ayatha.
Ayatha.
Shunka.
Shunka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Kaha.
Al-Kaha.
Aratazak.
Aratazak. All right, now we're going to do Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O
Be
God.
not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee, have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted. Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah.
That the name of Yasharallah
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
With one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The
With
Philistines.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur has also joined with them.
Ashur has also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at indoors.
Which perished at indoor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles.
Make their nobles.
Like Oreb.
Like Oreb.
Like Zeeb.
Like Zeeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Sabbath.
And as Almunah.
And as Almunah.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
The houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burning wood.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish.
And men may know
And they may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
are the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
With that, we can start turning to the front. All right. With that, we can Mashabia, which means to sit. And this table, look at this table.
That's new.
I don't know.
Boogers in you.
Boogers or something. Yo, y'all wiping boogers on the podium, Mike? Y'all wiping boogers on the podium, Mike?
No, that's not what that is.
I've been wiping boogers on the podium. That's Caviar Wednesday. All up in the nose.
Assume the words. Huh?
He be why he wiping under the table too, so nobody can see it. All right, hey, shalom, y'all. By Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Tham by Shem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. With the Isupk. Start on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General. All right, Black, Hispanics, Americans, and Truth Bibles in 19. All right, and today is Isupk Sabbath service. You feel me? And we're still going over the Pharaoh with how he gave the power to Joseph, right? Because Joseph was able to interpret the dream.
Yeah.
Right. So he gave the power to Joseph. The last time what we was reading about was Joseph. So the 7 years of plentifulness came, and they was stocking up, and then 7 years of bad of not having anything came. What was that word called again?
Famine?
No, it wasn't. It didn't say famine. Dearth. Dearth. Right. It was dearth or dearth.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. 7 years of dearth came, which means the earth wasn't giving any nourishment. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So they had to go into their reserves that they was observing for those 7 years, right? And then when they came and asked for more, you know what I mean? They Pharaoh told him, man, you gotta talk to Joseph, man. Don't talk to me about that. You know what I mean? Pharaoh was well in his power to be like, oh yeah, give him more. But he was like, look, I don't control that. You feel me? I gave that power to Joseph to be able to, you know what I mean? Y'all remember that?
Come on, sir.
Y'all remember that?
Dirt begin. All right,
It's dirt, right?
Sorry, sir, if I could.
What's good?
This situation echoes what we got going on right now, because right now you still have the ability to stockpile water, food, because there's a scripture in Apocrypha, I might have to pull it later, where it talks about where things will be as if they're in good shape because things are cheap. Certain things are cheap, you know what I'm saying? Because you can still have access to stuff right now. And just like how the wisdom that Joseph gave to the Pharaoh, as far as at the time where you're able to save, you should be saving. Because at the time comes where things are going to be scarce, things are going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? Wars are going to break out. Remember when COVID hit and the toilet paper went out? Like something as simple as toilet paper. If there was no toilet paper, what would you use to wipe yourself down after using the restroom? You know what I'm saying? And when there was no food on the shelves, what are you going to have to feed your family? What foods do you have that are non-perishable that will last 7 years? You know what I'm saying? We have to think like that, because we don't want to get come. Remember, Scripture says in Micah 2:10, this place is not our rest, because it is polluted and it will destroy you, even in destruction. If we're doing with the time that we have, this grace period of getting our minds right, getting our right, getting our affairs in order to prepare for a time that is going to be more challenging, more scarce. We should be taking the advantage of the opportunities we have while everybody else is out partying, everybody is out being gluttonous, everybody is out being wasteful of resources that are available right now. Resources that can last a long time.
Right.
That's why we got to think of things more like the Bible. When the Bible gives you an example of something, take it to heart and apply it to your life, knowing that we are in preparation for the Most High's return, Christ's return. It's like the Most High sending Christ and the army of the Most High to return on this earth. So we have to be preparing for that.
Right. And if I could add that, if I could, if like in Command Journey has given out a decree to stock up on things, gave out a list, and we're not stocking up on things at your household, at your school. You know what I mean? That way, when everything does happen, we just don't have to stock up at the school. We're bringing stuff from the house that we've been stocking up on. You know what I mean? To even gather more things. And if you're not doing that, then you really don't believe the Bible.
That's heavy.
We really don't believe what the Bible says about World War III, and we don't believe that Israel and Hamas is going to war right now. We don't really believe that. You know what I mean? Because that means like what coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we're not stocking up, so we must not believe it. And if we don't believe it, then brothers and sisters in the world is definitely not going to believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They believe us because of how we carry ourselves, and because when we go into the Bible, we decipher the Bible like no other. Right. So that's why they believe in us so much. They like said, them brothers they have to have the truth, because when they see us, they see the excellent brotherhood like Christ had.
Right.
You know what I mean? They see the law, statutes, and commandments coming to life. They see in us at the feast days. They see the kingdom of heaven. You know what I mean? And if we don't do it, then they're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? We're the only place on the earth giving them something else other than Christmas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Other than alternative lifestyles. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're the only ones on the earth giving them something else, and that's here in the ISUPK. You dig what I'm saying? We're giving them Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. They're separate the earth, and then closer to the Lord. The services of the Most High. We're showing them how to serve the Most High. You dig what I'm saying? What's up?
I was gonna say, man, look, and I'm checking myself. What I'm saying is if you could buy a bottle, you could buy a bag of rice. If you could buy some lemon pepper wings for lunch, you could buy a packet of water.
Right.
That'll replenish people in a dark time. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
If you got some this that you're not using no more because you've been eating so plenteous in the UPK from these sisters making these bad meals every week, every feast day. Somebody that's still skinny as all hell, you know what I'm saying? They could use them clothes. Trust me, there's other people on this planet with the same pant length and pant width that you used to have.
Right, because last year's was a
Yeah.
can I say that it was a waker upper because we couldn't get we gave them rice, beans, and chicken, right? But they were so thankful for it.
Man, come on now.
They were so thankful for it, like oh thank you. Could I thank you? They're like thankful for it. We was like, no problem. You know what I mean? And it made your spirit feel good. You know what I mean? That you were out there doing something other than, you know what I mean, just at camp. You know what I mean? That you had like they needed something and you brought the resources to them.
Yeah.
You got what they needed, because when brothers and sisters come into the truth, they're gonna need things.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna need the spiritual help. You know what I mean? The law, statutes, and commandments, the spiritual help of the Bible and all that. But they're gonna also need food. They're gonna need clothes. They're gonna need a place to stay. They're going to need counsel. You know what I mean? Things, and the Lord, we have to prepare those things for the brothers and sisters in the world. You know what I mean? Like Christ was going around healing. I got you, Capiar. Christ was going around here healing brothers and sisters. You know, he knew that they were brothers and sisters, so he started healing them. So that's our job. We taking up that job for Christ. You know what I mean? Christ gave us that job to do, and we're doing it. Like hell. You know what I mean? Go ahead and feed be fatherless to the be fathers to the fatherless. You know what I'm saying? Feed the poor, heal the sick. That we just read prayers about that.
But I'm gonna say so, like, because if you go to the Christian church or like the Catholic church, they're not going to help our brothers and sisters right now because they off for the holidays, and we try and get to them to get some food. They said no, they off on the holidays, so they're not able to go to them to get food on the holidays.
Yeah, you call us during Passover and you need something to eat. We gonna get you the food during Passover. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's part of Passover. That's part of Passover is to help the strangers.
Yeah,
and we're not talking about strangers like the other nations. We're talking about strangers as in your brothers and sisters that you don't know, that's coming from all over the earth. And if they something, we give it to them. That's brotherhood. You see how they say they believe in the Bible, but then when it's perfect, when it's the perfect time for them to live the Bible, they don't want to live it. But they believe in it. It's the perfect time for you to actually do what Christ did, but you don't want to. I'm talking about God loves everybody. Then why don't you love everybody? That's the crazy part. Taziar, you got something to say? I know you got something to say about last week.
About last week?
About last Saturday. I know you got something to say about last Saturday. He just brought up the Catholic Church. I was ready to go in, and I was like, I'm gonna let Taziar get some of that.
Capiar beat me to it by saying that, because we tried that today earlier. But about last week, like that was just one meal.
Right.
And we need to save up for these brothers. These people they're saving up for 7 years.
Yeah. Damn.
So like you gotta get serious about this and do your homework. And
right.
But that was it though. But I really was gonna say what Capriel just said though, because we tried to hit him up earlier, and they was closed. The people that we were trying to get donations from, they said that they closed on the holidays. They can't do nothing on the holidays because they serving their God, I guess.
Like it if I could.
That was it.
You know, we got people hitting us up from last weekend in Spanish, right? Of course, I think that we got it situated where the Spanish speaking, audience for the Isupk San Antonio are going to start being directed to Spanish speaking brothers, right? Just from what we've seen, just from that small example, is that people are looking for leadership, guidance, help, assistance, and in the perfect time to show that, we have to step up to the plate, because we're going to be better than any government body can be. We have to start thinking in the scale of an entire nation, like how when we left Egypt, we were in the scale of entire nation, which is why we even had the book of Numbers, which talked about ranks. Because what we have to prepare for is to be the example that shows what your rank is. It's one thing to receive the rank. It's another thing to understand what it means when you become an officer of 50, an officer of 500, an officer of 1,000.
Yeah.
To be able to be an example for so many people and to be able to relate to so many people because of your wisdom. Not so much like, it's always good to have experience, but knowing the knowledge of this, of what we're reading right here, the heaviness of what Joseph did, that was the foundation of our whole entire nation being built. This is like us doing exactly what Joseph did back then, because he was navigating a society that did not have his best interests at heart and still ended up on top. And we could do the same thing here if we have the right spirit behind what we do. But it's like, sir, you want to go ahead and get into it?
Yeah, go ahead, Tazia, go ahead.
Okay.
And can you lower it a little bit? It's a little loud.
Yeah, back it up.
Verse 56.
For what?
Yeah,
No, go put it lower.
Come from another land to get some food.
Oh yeah,
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 56.
Wahara, Hayab, Hayab, Allah, Al, Cow, sorry. Cow, Panya, Ara, Tuza, Waya, Pata, Wayasap, no. Sorry. Yawasap, Ata, Ka, Ashar, Baham, Wa, Yasha, Bar, Lama, to Zariam, Wajahaza, Harab, Arasha, Tuza, Tazariam. Verse 57. Bakar, Arasha, Ba'awa, Tazariam, Mashabara, Allah, Al, Wayaswa, Kaya, Hazak, Haritazaba, Bakar, Arat, Haraz, Harazaya. Chapter 42, verse 1. Wayawar. Jabakwa, Kaya, Yasha, Shibar, Bama, Bamatzazar, Bamatzazar, Ra, Yum, Bayamar, Wajakwa, Labanwa, Uma, Sarah, Ra'awa. Verse 2. Wajamar, Hanacha, Shema, Shema, Tayam, Kaya, Yasha, Shabara, Ba Matazar, Ba Matazarim, Rada'a, Radawa, Shamaha, Washaba, Rawa, Lanawa, Mashamum, Waha, Ka, Yaha, Wala, Namakwa,
Verse 1.
Amathwa, verse 2, I'm at the last one. Adai. Did I say it right? Namathwa? Oh, my bad. That one.
No, what?
Namawath. Verse 3. What? Waya,
Why your rod what?
Wayaradwa, Aha, Ya,
Achia.
Akhya, Akhya. Oh, like, yeah, okay. Awasa, Awasa,
Ashra.
Ashara, Nasha, Bara,
Shabar.
Ashabar, Bara, Bar,
Matazar.
Matazarim. Verse 4. Ma'ata, Baya, Baya Manyam,
Banyamya.
Bamyamyam, Aya, no, Aka,
Achya.
Akya,
Yawasa.
Yausa, La'a, Shalaka, Vayasa, Ata, Aka, Yawa, no, Aka, Akayawa,
That's correct.
okay,
Kaya.
Kaya, Amara,
Apar.
Amar, Anwa,
Pan.
Pan, Ja, Ra, Nawa, Yanawa, before him, Ya, Ra, Na,
Yeah. Qua, Ra, Nawa.
Kwa, Ra, Ya, Nawa. Ashawam.
KBR.
Verse 5.
Give me some more rocks.
Ya,
Do you want to read to verse 7?
No, I want to read 7 verses.
So just to verse 5? Okay. This is the last verse.
finish this one?
Yeah.
Waya, Bawa, Banwa,
But yeah.
Banya. Yasha, Ra'a.
Yasharala.
Oh, Yasharala, yeah.
Seeing it. So
Yeah,
one thing to help you with that, because I know you the Y and the Ya, you kind of mix up sometimes. But remember Yasharala. Because it always starts with that little mark in the air. That's Ya.
yeah.
Just like in Yahweh.
I see it like an I in my head.
Yahweh. No, I get what you. That's why. I understand it, especially
Yasha,
This is repetition.
Yasharala, Yashabar,
That's a lot.
Bathawak, Ha, Ba, Ayam, Kaya, Ha, Yan, Hayaha, Haya, Hara, Hara, Ayap, Bara, Tazai, Kanat Tazai Wa. No, Kanayu. Kana Wa. Kana Wa. Canaan. How you say it? Canaan? Mm-hmm.
Right there?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Canaan?
Yeah.
Kind of iron.
Canaan.
Kind of iron.
Because it's Canaan. K9.
Okay.
Canaan.
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 Canaan. They was they're African, no?
It's Canaan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the English.
Okay.
Because now the story was already getting good, but now it's going to get better because remember Joseph's brothers sent him off to slavery, and now Joseph is in Egypt and became the biggest big dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You could be outside of Pharaoh, and now Joseph's brothers got to go back and ask Joseph to buy food. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That's the last thing you want. That's the last thing you want is to treat somebody so despicable and treacherous, and then 20, 30 years later, you got to go back to them and ask them for food. Right? But Joseph ain't no sucker. Nah. I wish I could say what I want to say, but we don't lie. But Joseph ain't no mean person towards his brother. He ain't no treacherous person towards his brothers. He's not like his brothers. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead, huh? Let's see what we talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
We started 57, right?
Yeah.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 57. And all countries came into Egypt to Joseph.
No.
56?
Yeah.
Verse 56. And the famine was over all the face of the earth.
Right. So now, all the face of the earth is feeling this famine. Everywhere is feeling this famine that they're talking about. You know what I mean? This is before China and Japan. So we're all in the cradle of civilization in Mesopotamia. You know what I mean? That area right there in Northern Africa and Northern Africa and the Middle East, and you know what I mean? Some East Asians. What's up?
During the early stages of I'm talking about the cradle civilization, especially during the Egypt time. What was that, like 5,000 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
When they called it Asia Minor.
No,
What?
that was 5,000 years ago.
Well, how long ago?
We don't know how long ago that was because this is in Genesis. This is before Pharaoh Ramses and all that. So this could be, you know what I mean? We don't know how long the earth has been around.
So when they call it Asia Minor, is that when what we know as Asians, where they kind of started off before they started spreading to the east?
No. Oh, well, no, when they call it Asia Minor, because there was more people in Asia going over, you know what I mean? But not all the way over there like Japan and China where it is now.
Yeah.
So when they say Asia Minor, they're meaning like the Middle East. Because there's Asia and then there's Asia Minor.
Well, I know that's like Turkey, right?
What?
Asia Minor.
No. Asia Minor was way more east.
Eastern Turkey?
Yeah.
That's what Constantinople was, right?
Yeah.
That's not Asia Minor?
No.
So Asia Minor is beyond.
Turkey is still, like today's terms, Turkey is still Europe.
Damn, that's heavy because I used to be part of Greece and Rome.
Yeah, so what they're talking about like right there in the Mediterranean area, but northern Africa where Egypt is and where Put was, and then they're going over like the curve.
Yeah, the crescent goes into.
The Fertile Crescent. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and all that engulfs the Middle East, and you know what I mean, and then you keep going east, and there was more Asia. There was more people over there east. You know what I mean? And you get more into that with King David. When King David started going fighting against the Persians, because the Canaanites started needing help from or the Philistines started needing help from everybody else. You know what I mean? So they started getting so when David went on his conquering tour, that's what I like to call it. It's a conquering tour. You feel me? Hey, real talk, because King David was going, he was conquering shit. He was just like, yo, okay. So, and then people start coming, more foreign people started coming. That was bigger empires than the Philistines. You feel me?
Yeah.
Philistines was like a whole bunch of different tribes that was just together, but they wasn't really together. And they had come together to fight the Israelites. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he conquered the Philistines, then he conquered the Ammonites, then he conquered the Moabites, then he went north and started conquering those Elamites. You dig what I'm saying? Which would later on become the Persians.
The Elamites?
Yeah. So he started. King David was on a conquering tour. He's like, oh, so everybody wants smoke. You know what I mean? And, you know that's why he couldn't build the temple.
Yeah, I remember.
What book is that?
One of the Japanese ancient gods was actually closely named Amon too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. It was like Javon or something like that. It was like really, really similar. Yeah,
and that's how we know that the Ammonites are Japanese, because of their gods and their cultures that they worship. And that's how we know about the Moabites are the Chinese. You know, you dig what I'm saying? Because of the actual culture that they have now. It's actually more ancient than what we think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then what you just represent with the god of Yamon, because it's a J now, right?
Yeah.
Instead of Amon, it's Jamon, or I'm not perverse in Japanese language, so I can't tell you what it's pronounced like, but I know how it's Jammon, right?
Yeah, I just know that like they really lean on that side of their culture because though a lot of it looks demonic, they see that as a source of power. And it's like that even in anime nowadays and all that kind of stuff.
Have you ever seen a samurai?
Yeah, samurai.
Like an actual samurai,
like with
a
the
picture?
face. Yeah.
That should look demonic.
It does, yeah.
That should look demonic. Yeah. Even with the shoes that they wear.
Yeah.
I forgot what the shoes are called, but it's like they split
like a hoof.
They split the toes in half. You know what I mean? So it's like two toes, but it's better for like it's a better way for get a center of gravity. Yeah, like this.
Yeah, it's like
that's how their feet are.
The heel on the toe.
That's how their feet are.
No, I see what you're saying.
But that's how the feet of angels are. You know what I mean? Because it's a better you get better movement with that.
They try to copy our culture and shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They were Shemitic though.
Yeah, they are Shemitic. They are Shemitic. You know what I mean? So that's how they learned their martial arts style, because they learned that from Abraham. You know, because Lot taught his grandchildren, and Abraham taught Lot.
Yeah. Yeah, come on. That's
Yeah.
a lot of history right there. We just talked about.
You think what I'm saying? You think what I'm saying? I got y'all,
Can't do
man.
Christmas.
That's why I like Genesis, because
I
it's
can't
like
do Christmas. I gotta do that. I gotta do that the Asian class.
yeah.
I gotta do that Asian class. Even okay. I'm gonna get real deep on y'all.
I'm listening.
Even the different martial arts of China. You know in China they have different. Not Wing Chun. The way they have different animal fighting styles. The crane, the drunken monkey, and you know what I mean. They even learned that from Israelites.
We was
What's up?
we was doing that.
Yeah, because okay, so back in that time there was an Israelite person, right? And they went all the way to China, right? But on the way to China, they were stopping, and they were like, they took their martial arts style, but they started studying the animals, right? And they started studying the animals, and they started getting different fighting styles. She started getting different fighting styles from the animals, and then she went and trained with the Chinese the monks. What do they call it?
Shaolin?
No, not the Shaolin monks. And she started teaching them the different types of fighting styles. You know what I mean? And when the Shaolin monks got conquered, they fled into mainland China and started teaching different people, different parts of China, different fighting styles. So when we see that like Jet Li Spearless or IP Man, and you know IP Man, he was fighting different fighting styles with different people. They were actually coming from outside and coming into mainland China because they were getting conquered by the Japanese.
Damn.
And everybody had different fighting styles.
Yeah, that was heavy. You talking about the Ip Man 2, right? Where all the fighting stuff, like they kept challenging the outsiders would come and challenge the people of the city.
Yeah, that was in the first one. That was in the first one, and then he destroyed the house. But then he was fighting that one dude, and then his son came in. He was like, "Mom said if you don't start fighting back, we're not gonna have any houses." You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he came in with the bike in the middle.
Yeah.
Of the fight.
You remember that? But he was fighting Jin.
Yeah. Oh, good. I remember that.
Okay. So
Chinese folks, they keep to themselves. They show themselves.
They do keep to themselves, but you know what I mean, brother like Abraham or King David would have whooped Jet Li.
Yeah.
Would have whooped on Bruce Lee.
Definitely King David.
I didn't know that came from us.
Yeah, that came from us. That's where they learned it from.
Yeah,
I thought we. It's like it, sir. I thought we were learning that from them.
No, we're taking our martial arts back. Yad Karab is an ancient style of martial arts.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yad Karab.
Hands of war,
hands like knives.
Like Krav Maga?
No, Yad Karab.
No, I'm saying like it's like because they do that over there.
No,
you know what I'm talking about?
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's way more aggressive than that Wing Chun shit. And that Kung Fu is way, and karate. It's like a mixture of all of them because they all get their style from us. But it's a mixture of that and boxing and all that. It's way more aggressive.
I
want to hear more about that.
All right, I'll tell you more. It's nothing.
I forgot what it was. 56, right?
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
We talking about
Ip
Man off of Joseph and the Pharaoh. This is something else.
We went from food to fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Food fighters over here.
The book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 56. And the famine was over all the face of the earth.
Right.
And Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore into the land of Egypt. Verse 50,
right.
Verse 57. And all countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn.
Right. All countries came unto Egypt to buy corn because the famine was all over the earth. It was a famine. You know what I'm talking about? with a capital F. What's up? What's up, Caviar?
I'm like, what's gonna happen in America?
Yeah, but it was all over the earth. Well, the famine, the famine that's coming is finna be happening all over the earth. It's gonna happen all over the earth. It's just America's gonna get hit hard to where America's not gonna be here no more.
I watched that movie.
What movie?
Leave the World Behind.
All right, we ain't talking about that right now. We'll talk about it later. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't seen that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it. So I've seen it.
It's a couple movies. It's a couple. I got a movie. Another movie. I got a couple movies we need to watch. Y'all need to watch.
We watched The Road.
Go ahead.
With
The Rock?
Eli. Yeah, The Road. You've seen The Road?
I don't care. Let's go. Keep reading the scriptures.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because that the famine was so sore in all lands.
Right. In all lands, it was sore. You ever been sore? You ever move like this? Oh, your shoulder was like, oh my goodness, and you couldn't even do like this or do like that or do like that, or your shoulder was sore because you was lifting weights.
Yeah,
that's how it was. Ever sore in all the lands. They could feel it.
Yeah.
In all their whole body. You know what I mean? They could feel it. Go ahead.
Chapter 42, verse 1. Now, when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, why do you look one upon another?
Right. Why y'all looking at each other? Looking stupid. Oh, Jacob said, you know, Jacob's a daddy. You know, tomorrow y'all look stupid. What solution to their problem?
Okay. Verse 2. And he said, behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt.
Right.
Get you down thither and buy for us from thence.
Jacob's a good father. Jacob's a good father. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if y'all ever had a father or a male figure and y'all was sitting in y'all room just being lazy. And he was like, well, I ain't got no money. And now you sad. And your daddy was like, you ain't got no money. Get up and go get you a job and make some money.
I've heard that before.
You know what I'm talking? Get up and go do this and make you some money.
That's right.
So that's what Jacob's telling his son. Why y'all looking at each other looking stupid? We ain't got no corn. Get up. There's corn in Egypt. Go down there and buy some corn, damn it.
Right.
Awesome. Dumb. Like, you sure outraged y'all? Yeah. Like, you feel me? What's up,
like he shouldn't have to tell you to do that. You should already know because you're a grown ass man. You're supposed to do that, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember, I've had times when my father has told me, "You need to go and get a life." And he see me living so much, doing so many things. He's like, "Damn, can you stop living for a minute?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna say this though. It's like, if there was a famine and corn was plenteous, you know, corn.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen how this brother right here prepares that corn? Have you ever had any of his corn in the cob?
Oh, I thought you talking about
Officer Taziar, I know you could go throw it down on that. But just that corn is like the kingdom of heaven, the way the brothers would prepare that, you know what I'm saying? That really would raise the morale of the entire camp, of the entire Jacob's like tribe, you know what I'm saying? His whole family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I poke with your corn.
With the butter and the and what I don't even know what you be putting on it. I'm just saying.
You some more of this or no?
Yeah, I'll take one. I'm gonna see me one more time if I could. I need a little bit of a.
Go ahead, keep going.
But I'm just saying though that it's something like that, right? Corn is plenteous, especially if you prep for it. But they saved so much corn that they had corn to spare. You understand? 7 years.
Yeah.
How you gonna have enough corn to spare 7? You know how much corn you had to have had. And I know it just seems like a trivial thing, but things like rice, corn, things that are non-perishable, right? Have you ever seen Zombieland? It'd be Twinkies, right? Just random things, right? Certain things that just last.
Yeah.
Man, them things become a luxury, man. A luxury.
You want to know something?
What's up?
In the next couple months, we're gonna figure out just how much corn, rice, beans is a luxury.
Yeah, it's a lot. The movie Book of Eli comes to mind because I remember that part where that guy, the evil guy, the main villain, how his rib got a hold of some shampoo and how the shampoo was such a big deal because she was blind, so she could only smell, and you know what I mean. And she smelled the shampoo and how her hair was getting neutral. It's like things like that are going to be like times 1,000 as far as value. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your ammunition is going to be the new currency. You know what I'm saying?
You know
the
what?
Bible's going to be the new commodity.
That reminds me. I gotta stock up on some more soap. That reminds me. I gotta stock up on some more soap.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, because when the time push comes to shove, we ain't gonna have no soap.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna have to use things to like. We're really gonna have to use things like plentiful, and we're gonna see how that's why we're gonna get into the wilderness.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into the wilderness because we're gonna have to figure out on how to be a nation again. Men are gonna have to figure out how to be a man again, how to defend their nation. Women are gonna have to figure out how to be women again and actually prepare things. And you know what I mean? We're gonna have to learn all these things again. Right now, we're rehearsing the righteous acts of the Lord. But when we get into the wilderness, all of these things that Joseph is doing is going to be purgative. Is that a word?
I don't know what that means.
Over here, the SARS, man.
It's going to be purgative. Purgative. I think it's purgative, but we're going to really need it. You know what I mean? We're gonna really need these skills. Like when Cap took us out to for the cookout and showed us how to skin and you know what I mean, and how to skin and defeather a chicken and skin a chicken and kill a chicken, right. And actually how to, you know what I mean? We're gonna actually need those skills now. Mm-hmm. You think what I'm saying? Just like when we go to the farm, we're gonna actually need those skills. Yeah, purgative. That's not it. Imperative.
Imperative. Yeah,
hey,
like
bro. Hey,
no,
I'm black.
You was on point. You was getting there.
I'm Judah. We make up. We talk ebonics. We make up our own words too. Preferably.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, so y'all know what I meant. You think what I'm saying? Y'all know what I meant. We make up our own word. Like shoe is a word. You know what I mean? Even in the Bible, we made up our own word. Like shoe is a word. But we all know what to say. And shoe them. There, we know it. We know what it means. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't speak the right word, but everybody knew what I meant. You dig what I'm saying? We Israel. We cool like that. If it's not in the Bible, if it's not in the dictionary now, you know what I mean? In the kingdom, it's gonna be in a dictionary. Purgative. in the Capiar's dictionary. Yeah. You feel me? Taziar's dictionary. You know what I'm talking about? You know they got the Webster's dictionary, Capiar's dictionary, Taziar's dictionary. Purgative. Because Kabar said it. Yeah. What's up, Taziar?
I just thought about this right now.
Yeah.
As you were speaking, that the ruler of this kingdom, of this Egyptian kingdom,
yeah,
he was not the one to provide for them. Well, it had to be a Hebrew. It had to be Joseph.
Well, it had to be the Lord.
Yeah. Right.
It had to be the Lord. Without the Lord, Joseph wouldn't be Joseph wouldn't be neither.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it had to be of the Lord. But sometimes the Lord put what would you call it? Put heathen rulers in place just to benefit the Israelites.
Yeah.
Like he did with Cyrus. Is it Cyrus? Was it Cyrus? Cyrus was the one that told Nehemiah to go rebuild the temple. You know what I'm talking about? He put the Jews back in the land. You know what I'm talking about? He put the Jews back in the land during the Babylonian captivity, or after the Babylonian captivity, during the Persian captivity. He put the Israelites back in that land and told them to rebuild the temple for their God.
So who was that king of Abraham? Was the Lord king? And he had told him that his wife was his sister.
Not Ahab. Adminijab, whatever that dude name, Adminahab. What's his name? My yellow one. It's one of them weird names. Aminahab.
Who are you talking about?
The one that he was like that Abraham was going through the kingdom and he didn't tell what's the name that he was that Sarai was his wife.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Adminajab.
It's negligent, honestly.
It's something like
I think
that.
it was that sounds about right though.
Yeah, and then he told him, "How come you didn't tell me that was your wife?" Yeah. You feel me? You got us lusting over your wife. The Lord, your God could have killed us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, man. Look, I don't want to be rude to you, but come on now. You know, like you dig what I'm saying?
It's a lot, sir.
Yeah.
On that point, it's so heavy that when you're righteous, that the Lord will literally protect your wife from being hit on, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's so not what we're used to in this place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's fair game here in America. It's like a wild, wild west out here. But on the east, where we're in our strength, where we are in our culture, the Most High is like when we were just going over in the Hebrew class where it says, "For Yahweh is with us." That's like the Most High is right there with you, protecting you, your family, your loved ones, because we have what the other nations don't have. And so it really just comes down to whether you let your zeal translate into your ability to perform your duty as an Israelite for the Most High, right? So what we're doing right now is we're reading about the birth of a nation of people that has exclusive capabilities that nobody else has, to where we could be in the middle of a captivity. We could be in the middle of a hell. We have to clock in to 9 to 5. I put this Salakia. I put this weird. It was a meme. It was a funny. It made me laugh when I heard it. It was like, I'm like Jesus Christ, but instead of dying on the cross, I have to clock in to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But you understand what I'm saying is that if we're Christ-like, we deal with what we got to deal with and the slavery we got to deal with. But in the sake of continuing to improve for when we got to really perform at that next level. So all of what you're doing right now, being in these classes, locking into this truth, for those, even if it's just one person tuned in online, it don't matter. Every single one of you tuning in online is taking the opportunity to really step up your spirit. Nobody else is doing this out here. The scripture says, I would take one of a city and two of a family and bring them into Zion. How rare is it for you to be here right now learning this truth?
Hey, I understand that. I'm like Christ too, but shit, if Christ don't want me to go clock in tomorrow, if Christ tell me, hey, we got a mission to motherfucking Cunha tomorrow, I'm going.
Right.
I'm in that thing.
That's true.
Come, sir. You know what I'm talking about? Don't worry about how to travel and all that. I'm coming with the chariot. I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna go over there. We got work to do. Come, sir. You feel me? I'm gonna call in the work. You real talk.
Hell yeah.
Real talk. And that's just how my spirit is set up right now. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck that job. I mean, forget that job.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That's just how my spirit is set up right now. Forget that job. Oh, y'all want me to do what? Well, my king said, you know what I'm talking about? I gotta go to Rio, Brazil. Damn. and go wake them up because something going on there and I got a mission there. Okay, well, you know what I mean? No sweat.
I would love to
forget Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? If it's during Passover and the Lord tell me, hey, look, I know Passover is important, but your people got something in you know what I'm talking about? It's like it, sir. Is we getting that? You know what I'm talking about? That's how I'm hit. That's how I'm hit up. Let me call Officer Dawid down. Sluggy, sir. Is we going to Rio? You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Come on, let's go. You feel me?
Damn, I can't wait till we doing stuff like that.
You dig? And he gonna ask me, you must got a chariot. Well, I mean, Christ sent one for us. Yeah, it's a lot. He said we all gotta be there at 2 p.m. on Thursday. You know what I'm talking about? Beware. He just said, just be there. I don't know where there is, but I figured you knew. Yeah. you feel me? You feel me? Oh, what was dog? I'm gonna call Cap and see if Cap knows. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? That's just what we do, right?
I understand.
You know what I'm talking about? I can figure it out. Let me call my camp. Let me call my camp leader. If my camp leader can't figure it out, he gonna call his camp leader. His camp leader can't figure it out. He gonna call his camp leader. I don't know what camp leader we at right now. We at the camp leader. The camp leader. Camp leaders are camp leaders. You know what I'm talking about? If he can't figure it out, he gonna call the generals. The generals. Somebody gonna figure out where we need to be at to get on this chariot to go to this mission to Rio. You dig? And the order gonna trickle down, and then I'm gonna call into work and be like, I ain't going. Why you ain't going? Because Christ want me in Rio. You dig what I'm saying?
Now you got me wanting to go to Rio. I want to learn capoeira. I want to do all that. I want to be like Officer Taza Dog out there, you know, doing the Eddie Gordo stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Brothers out there, you know what I'm saying? And they Israel, you know, Brazil got
To be there.
like they what tribe is Brazil again? That's a lot.
Sure. Asher.
Is Asher? So oh yeah, Asher. Okay, yeah, they are black unto the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like
They are.
That's just facts, and people don't know that.
They are.
We got to be more connected with them, man.
We are.
Because we're gonna build this 144,000, and that's Revelation says 12,000 for each tribe.
We are.
We about to ramp up into that next level of getting them northern tribes really on board.
That's
with
Officer Buns. This Officer Abun, Officer 5,000 Abun. You know, he over Canada and Brazil.
Yeah, that boy up here and down here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? He speak Brazilian or Portuguese. You know what I'm talking about?
Portuguese. See now,
They said he took a two week break and came back and was speaking Portuguese.
What?
I don't look, bro. I don't.
I gotta be the Lord, bro. Because that's.
I don't know. It's hard for me to speak Spanish properly.
I can't even speak Spanish.
But he said he did took two-week break and came back Portuguese.
Which tribe he from?
Sign me up.
Judah. Officer Bond from Judah, New York. But he's over Canada and over Brazil.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, he probably over something else too. We just don't know it. You know what I mean? Probably over something like Alaska. Oh, he is over Alaska too.
Alaska?
Yeah, he's over Alaska too. He's over
Hey,
Alaska
this
too.
nigga's
If there's brothers in Alaska, he's that's who they call it. That's camp leader.
I can't even know Alaska. That cold stuff is.
You do what I'm saying? You do what I'm saying? That's what you do. They tell you, hey, go raise up this place. Come on, sir. And what do we do? We complete orders. That's what we do. Right? We complete orders. And then we figure out how to get in different territories. There ain't nobody in Corpus Christi. That's me. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
You get a South Padre Island camp.
Yeah. How do we do that? I don't know. How do we get in Corpus Christi? I don't know. But that brother is doing classes for Corpus Christi. Just like Pharaoh told Joseph, you over the corn. What did Joseph like? No, that's too much responsibility for him. Joseph like, all right, and he figured out a way to do it.
It's a lot, yeah. It's crazy, dude. Because it's like they got all the nations coming to him. Like they go through him to even deal with the Pharaoh, and so Joseph is getting so much like props right now because he's bringing in all this revenue for the Pharaoh. Pharaoh don't even got to do nothing because he's got a representative that can be an ambassador for him because he trusts him.
Right.
How? Because he broke down a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he wouldn't get that. He wouldn't get that if it wasn't for the Lord, though. He wouldn't get that if it wasn't for his God, not the Pharaoh's God. His God, and Joseph's God.
Pharaoh acknowledged his God too.
You dig what I'm saying? And he acknowledged his God so much, he was like, you know what? Put this nigga in charge. Forget it. Forget about it. You know what I'm talking about? Put this brother in charge because
things are going good with him in charge.
Because his God know what he doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know his God, but I know his God know what he gave him the spirit.
Yes. Come on.
Shit. And that's how, and honestly, that's how all Joe Biden, if you really want to fix the country, right?
He got
You will put Commander General Yohana in charge.
That's it. It's back.
Commander General Yohana will be on the news.
It's like I'm gonna go right off what you're saying because Alexander the Great knew that Israel knew what was up. That's why Alexander the Great told everybody in the Greek region where he was first, taking things over. He said, "Let them do what they need to do because they know what's going on." It was when Alexander the Great died and his kingdom was split into 4 parts that everybody wanted to do their own thing. Then they started treating Israel bad, and then things started to go south for them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no different than now because every time that our people are put in the leadership position that are in the right spirit, it can benefit, at least temporarily, the nation that we're under. But the thing is, they always falter by moving on to the next one, right?
Yeah.
The leadership changes, especially in America. It's designed for change. It never stays the same. It's not a dictatorship. So it does the same thing. It always changes leadership, and then they go and do whatever they want to do. Before you know it, things are starting to get worse.
What's up, Caviar?
You talking about like what's gonna happen pretty soon after like going further into the Bible, like what happened how a new Pharaoh came up?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly the case because see, you're on the right mind track because you're seeing what we're seeing because this happens every single time we're in captivity where somebody actually knows what they're doing because they letting us lead.
You know what? That's exactly what it said though. Because a new Pharaoh rose up that knew not Joseph.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it said.
Yeah, that's exactly what it said.
Then gave us the land of Goshen. I mean, the Pharaoh gave us the land of Goshen because of on Joseph's strength.
Yeah.
On the strength, you know what? Joseph is the nigga that gave us out of that. You know what I mean? That's your people. That's my people. Y'all can get the whole land of Goshen. Do y'all thing. We ain't even gonna bother y'all. You feel me? Whatever. And then a Pharaoh rose up that knew not Joseph. And then he started oppressing the Israelites. But you know what's coming in America? Somebody gonna come up that new Commander General Yohana or new Christ. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody gonna come up that new Christ, and it's gonna be Christ that comes. And he's going to destroy everything else and set Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans on top.
This is important because you just mentioned a really important city. Goshen in the Hebrew is Goshan. It means drawing near. It says a region in northern Egypt of the lower Nile where the children of Israel lived from the time of Joseph to the time of Moses.
I know.
I'm just breaking it down for the crowd.
I know, because we're going to get there soon. Yeah. We're going to get there soon.
That's the hood. That Goshen is the hood.
We're gonna get there soon where Joseph, where Jacob comes. Jacob is gonna come to Egypt, and then Joseph's gonna be like, "That's my daddy, and those are my brothers. What's up? Hug me, love me." You feel me? And they was like, and he was like, and Pharaoh was like, "That's your people," and Joseph was like, "Yeah, okay." Well, tell them they can live in the land of Goshen, whatever they need to come to you and get whatever they need, and then like.
And you living right next to the Nile. That's like living next to the lake.
And it's in between. It's in between Egypt and where Israel is today. Yeah. And Joseph gave rings to his brothers, and he was like, "Yeah, whenever you go somewhere, just show them the ring, and they're gonna be like, that they're gonna know that you with me, and they're gonna give you whatever you want." Man, just let's keep going, bro.
Yeah, he need to get his hair braided.
Let's keep going. That's in the story. The story. You feel me? Joseph was no, we're not done yet. Joseph was beloved by all of Egypt, bro, by the whole earth, because of what the Pharaoh gave him and put him in charge of.
Hell yeah!
And so everybody like that's why this is the most famous story. Name me a religion that does not know the story of Jesus. Name me a story that does not know a people that does not know the story of the Hebrews, of the Israelites. They all do. Even the Chinese and Japanese try to resort back to the Bible and resort back to the Bible to find their validity on the earth.
Yeah.
That's why it's the greatest story ever told. And the greatest story ever told, my people don't want to be a part of it. And it's about them. Go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 57. And all countries came into Egypt.
Slide. And they wouldn't even My people don't want to be a part of their own story, right? And nobody in the Bible would be anything if they didn't keep their culture.
Yeah.
And my people don't want to keep their culture. That's how heavy it is. The Bible is written about all the brothers that kept their culture and became great on the earth. And my people read that and be like, I don't want to keep that culture. And it's their culture. They read about their ancestors, don't even know it, and don't want to keep it. About their ancestors keeping their culture and being great. And they don't want to do it. They don't want to be great. It's like we don't want to be great. We want to be great as being an Egyptian or being a Pan-Africanist, being a Muslim, being an Egyptian, being what's that? A Buddhist. Because and then y'all read that bull, that BS. Want to read with beads and chant Chinese words. That BS. I call it BS because they, with all that chanting and spiritual awakenings, they still eat bats and rats. You know what I mean? You got all that spiritual awakening, still eat bats and rats. Come on now. What's up?
So the thing about this is you have to find the energy to actually put in the work to learn this kind of stuff, because you have to slave all day. And by the time you get home, you're just trying to watch Netflix, YouTube, maybe lay up with the girl if you got a girl, and then crash out because you got to do it all over again tomorrow, right? That's the function of it. But I know you could do it too, because you have the ability to find the energy to watch whatever show you like, whatever YouTube subscription you have, whatever it is that you do, right? Video games, all that. You got all the energy in the world to do that. But you got to learn how to do this too, because you got to find the energy to get into this.
I feel you, but
what you talking about?
But you know what I mean? You know the point of it is, should I get off of work and what I do? I'm here.
Yeah.
I come here. We come here, teach class. Because we ain't got no time to be BSing right now. This is what gets us the kingdom of heaven, or gets us not the kingdom of heaven.
And that's like, so
and when Christ returned, he's not looking for motherfuckers watching Netflix. He's not looking for brothers watching Netflix. He's looking for brothers and sisters that's teaching class, that's putting in work, that's going out to the homeless, that's feeding them, that's doing the work of the Lord.
And if I could, I just want to finish my thought. When you start to understand that this is what gives you the energy to do that, you convert this into your source of drive and ambition, you start to realize that this book and this truth gives you that infinite ambition to push forward through anything that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's what this is really about, because you have to train your mind and your spirit to convert this into your source of all of that inspiration and integrity to get through whatever you're going through.
Yeah. And look, that's why Christ said, when you come into the truth, you're a new creature. You're not the same old person as before. Because the same old person would have been like, man, I'm finna go do this and do that. I'm finna go smoke some weed. I'm finna go mess with some whores. You feel me? But no, Christ said you're a new creature. So what we do, we come teach class. We answer phone calls all day trying to get brothers and sisters into the truth because they got this problem and that problem. So we counsel them on those problems. That's what we do. Officer Dawood's phone don't stop ringing. I was with him for 2 days, and his phone never stopped ringing. Getting orders, giving orders, doing this, doing that. His phone never stopped ringing. I was like, ooh wee. I was just exhausted from off of his strength, off of his muscle. I was like, boy, you know what I'm talking about? Can't believe the what? You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? You got 1,000 phone calls today.
You got a contact exhaustion.
Yeah, you feel me? I was like, boy, oh my goodness. But it just let me know how much work is done behind the scenes. You know what I'm talking about? Behind the scenes. Yeah, teaching classes work and going to camp is work, but behind the scenes, You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you ever got an order from the generals?
Me?
Yeah.
I never got orders from the generals.
No, you ever got an order from the generals to make sure your whole camp is okay? What about you? Ayalawan? You ever got or order from the generals to make sure that the camp that you're in charge of, or everybody that you're in charge of, has this and has that? Hey, Dawood gets those daily. You dig what I'm saying? Captain Yatazar, forget about it. He got to make sure he got 5, 6, 7 camps under him, and he got to make sure all of that is in order. You dig what I'm saying? Ooh-wee. That's work. That's work right there. Don't accept the rank if you ain't ready for it. All right, let's keep going. Tassie, you're looking like you. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
For real. Officer 500, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no game. It ain't for play. It ain't for play because once Officer Dawood give you that order to make sure this, that, because you get more rank, more responsibility. You know what I mean? Those 50 check-ins ain't the same as a 500 check-in. You know what I'm talking about? Because you're expected to know better. You do what I'm saying? You're expected to. It's not that you're supposed to know better. You're just expected to know better. That's difference. You know what I mean? Like I expected you to know that. I expect you not to ask that question. I expect you to ask another question that was going to be more pertinent. I'm gonna do. We gonna make that word in the auto real talk.
Get a little wait to say it, so you can.
Yeah, real talk though. Like real talk. And the men above you, they're not gonna like, oh, well, he just became. No, you got the rank because you look like you was at that rank. You know what I'm talking about? You think the Pharaoh gave Joseph that rank because he was like, I don't know if you can do it. Let's see if you can do it. He was like, oh no, you must know what you're talking about. So now you got it. No, so now you have to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it might take research and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. To where you have to get on Google and YouTube and research what does it take to be a leader of men. You know what I'm talking about? You dig what I'm saying? What does it take to lead a household? What does it take to lead men? What does it take to raise children? What does it take to, you feel me? Like you have to know some things.
I don't know, when I first became 500, I got checked by Officer Pop real bad.
You just became a 500 though. Yeah, because it ain't no game. You expected to know. You expected to do better, to be better. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's brothers looking, as a 50, there's brothers looking up to you. But as a 500, there's officers of 50 looking up to you.
Yes, like too, if I could.
You know what I mean? That's like Capiar did it.
Yeah.
So if Capiar did it, I must be able to eat pork. Capiar ate pork. I know you're not eating pork. But it's just that's what I'm saying. You know, Capiar messing around with hoes. Whores. I can do it. There's always eyes on you, and not just men above you, men below you. So if you do the wrong thing and they do the wrong thing because they saw you do it, it's your fault. You have responsibility.
The Most High is the one that gave you that right. Wasn't the generals gave the order? It was because the Most High saw it fit for you to be that right. And the thing is, when we realize that, you got to understand, it doesn't matter how much experience you have with all the things. Like, because brothers always talking about, oh, you can't relate. I can't relate to you because you haven't gone through what I've gone through. Sometimes you are raised in a situation where you are able to avoid a lot of BS in your life because of the wisdom that you retain. And your ability to replicate that wisdom and show it and use it in your day-to-day life proves that you are somebody that deserves to receive that rank because your diligence in keeping those orders. Remember the law in the Bible, the Torah, right? The Torah in the Hebrew. This is nothing but orders. And you keep that to the T. And that means that you're somebody that the Most High wants to be an example to other people. You understand? And that goes for the men below you and the men above you, because it shows that the Most High will raise somebody up that has the zeal to just follow what he says. This is not necessarily about what mankind is giving. This is about what you're giving.
All right. All right, go ahead. Salaki.
Okay.
Huh?
Damn, we went on a rampage there.
Yeah.
But
Well, all right. Forget about it.
You sure you want to do 14 verses?
Look, you want me tied it all back in? You want me tied back all back in? You know, he was talking about how the Lord gave you the rank and all that for men to look up to you and everything like that. Who was Jacob's favorite son? Joseph, right? And Joseph got put in a position to raise his brothers up, right? Who was the youngest son at the time was men, but the youngest? Joseph, right? Now Joseph's brothers have to look up to Joseph.
He's a guy dream.
Damn.
Now they have to look up to him. Because Joseph got the rank from the Most High. Because Joseph's brothers was doing whole shit. I'm gonna be frank. They was being whole shit when they sold Joseph off to slavery, off to captivity. They was doing whole shit.
Yeah.
Instead of raising that brother up, instead of raising Joseph up in the spirit of the Lord and teaching them things to make Joseph a better leader, or make Joseph a better person, or to make Joseph a better soldier, or to make Joseph a better sheep herder, or to make Joseph a better anything, right? They was like, oh no, and they was hating on Joseph, and they got Joseph out the way. But now it comes back full circle back to now they have to back themselves down to Joseph.
I can relate to that, because like in even within your own circle, your family, you may have been the young cat, the young cousin out of your cousins, right? The young brother out of your brothers, that everybody wanted to try to tell you what to do, to try to fit in with society, to try to be cool, right? To try to be a part of the world. But you may have been different from everybody and set apart, where you are not really with the program with what everybody else is doing. Now you have the opportunity to be the example that everybody else is going to follow. You understand? I could directly relate to that, because that's exactly what happened to me. Joseph's situation is like brothers that come into the truth and learn the knowledge, and then they become the example that their parents will follow, that their grandparents will follow. Where you're not celebrating Christmas, and then you have a 60-year-old person that learns from you, your mother, your father, your grandparents, that put away the Christmas tree, for you to be able to convert them into being that way and living their entire life, believing that that's the way to do things, to changing things. It shows your spiritual prowess the Most High has given you, and we cannot take that for granted.
Let's keep reading.
okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41, verse 57. And all countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was so sore in all lands. Chapter 42, verse 1. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, why do ye look one upon another?
Right.
Verse 2. And he said, behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither and buy for us from thence, and we may live and not die. Verse 3. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. Verse 4. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother Jacob, Benjamin, Joseph's brother Jacob, said not with his brethren, for he said, lest peradventure mischief befall him.
Yeah, as in, what's up?
Like you're saying, like someone like on the lot.
No. Remember, right now, he thinks that Joseph, last time that he sent the youngest with his brothers, Joseph didn't come back.
So you don't think the same thing will happen?
Yeah, so he didn't send Jacob. Jacob
No.
didn't send Benjamin with the brothers
Mm.
because last time Joseph didn't come back. So he's like, I'm not going to send, you know what I mean? Something happened.
Yeah.
You dig?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 5. And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. Verse 6.
That's all you read, right? You didn't read. Did you read verse 6 in Hebrew?
I don't even remember.
No, you only read the verse 4.
No, you read verse 5.
7. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
With that, I'm Ajam. Blow the shofar.
You trying to close it out? Or you...
No, blow the shofar. Next priest. Come on, I'll get the sword. Yeah.
Laya Shalom.
All right, with that, we can shopping, which means to sit.
You gonna breathe through.
Hell yeah. We was on verse. Damn, I don't like when it does it. Genesis chapter 42 and verse 6. Yo, what's up? Hawa. It's like a Hawa. Hashalaya. Aw. Harataza. Hawa. It's like Hawa. Hamashabayar. Lakala. Arm. Harataza. Wayabao. Akiao. Yo, what's up? Wayashathakawao. Lao. Apayom. Arataza. Verse 7. Wayara. Yo, what's up? Ath. Hakiao. Wayakaram. Wayathanakar. Allahayam. Wayadabar. Atham. Washawath. Wayamar. Allaham. Mayan. Ba'atham. Wayamarwa. Ma'arataza. Kana'ain. Lashabar. Akal. Verse 8. Wayar. Yawasap. Ath. Akiao. It's like Waham. La. Hakarao. Verse 9. Why is a car? Yawasap. Ath. Hakalama. It's like Hakamala. Hakalamawath. Ashar, Hakalam, La'am, Wayamar, Alaham, Mara, Galayam, Atham, Lara Wa'ath, Atha, Arawath, Aratza. Ba'atham. Verse 10. Wayamar, Alayah. It's like Alayah, Adonai. Wa'ai, Badayak, Ba'wa, Lashabar, Akal. Verse 11. Ayah, Nakanawa, Anakinawa, La'a, Hayawa, Abadayak, Maragalayam. Verse 12. Wayamar, Alaham, La'a, Kaya, Arawath, Arataza, Ba'atham, Lara Awath, Larawath. Like verse 13. Wayamarwa, Shanayam, Ashar, Abadayak, Akiyam, Yakim, Anakanawa, Banya, Ayash, Akkad, Ba'aratza, Kanaim, Wahana, Hakwatan, Ath, Habayanawa, Hayawam, Waha Akkad. Oh, shoot. Ayah Nanawa. Verse 14. Wayamar, Alaham, Yawasab, Hawa, Ashar, Debariyatha. It's like Debariyathia. Alakam, La'amar, Maragalayam, Atham. Was it?
All right.
Verse 5.
To it. Yeah, verse 6. Restart verse
Damn.
6.
I was supposed to do until 14. No.
No,
Not
No.
6
Okay.
to
Yeah.
12.
I'm sure. Verse 6. Genesis chapter 42 and verse 6. And Joseph was the governor over the land. And he it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their faces to the earth. Verse 7. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan to buy food. Right. Go ahead. Verse 8. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew him. It's like they knew not him. Right. Joseph knew who they were. But he didn't. But they didn't know who Joseph was because Joseph's countenance changed. When Joseph was a little boy, he was a, you know what I mean? Maybe like a preteen when they left,
Right.
when they sold him into captivity. Now Joseph's a grown man with kids and a wife, and second in charge of Egypt, and all in charge of the corn and the, you know what I mean, and the bills. You know what I'm talking about? That's a little hood word we use, bills. You know what I'm talking about? Right? And they don't know who Joseph is, but Joseph know who they are. Right? That's why he started talking. He was like, I'm gonna hide my identity. I'm gonna talk to them.
Genesis 42:9.
I'm gonna talk to them like they don't know me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna talk to them and disguise myself. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies.
Right? You what?
Ye are spies.
You are spies. Yeah, ain't know you ain't really come here to buy no corn. Damn, you a spy. You came here to spy on me.
Playing with him.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hey, boy, they sold him in the captivity.
Yeah.
He gonna get his get back.
Yeah, he gotta get a little soft, man. Like, come on now, I ain't even mad at
And
it.
it's still not as harshly as selling them into slavery, but you know.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead, he gonna give him a hard time. Go ahead.
To see the nakedness of the land ye are come.
Right.
Verse 10. And they said unto him, Nay, my Lord.
Is what?
My Lord.
They gotta call the brother that they sold into slavery my Lord.
Can't even recognize.
Watch how you treat people. Watch how you treat people. That homeless brother that you treat all what would you call it? Treacherously, disorganized. You know what I mean? You treated him rudely. Better be careful because he might come into ISUPK, clean himself up. And then now when we in the kingdom, you got my Lord. Adawan, come, sir. Be careful. Go ahead.
But to buy food are thy servants come.
Right. They calling themselves servants to him. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 11. We are all one man's sons. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies.
All right, go ahead.
Come. Verse 12. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of thy land, ye are come.
Right. Yeah, that's why you came.
Yeah.
Right, that's why you came, because your land is naked. You know what I'm talking. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 13. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren.
Oh, we didn't read this in Hebrew, right?
Come, we did. I think we read to 15.
Dang, you read
Yeah, I read the
from
15.
5 to 15?
Come on. Yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute. I think we were supposed to read to like
Keep
13.
going.
Okay. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest in this day with our father, and one is not.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah, I did. 15.
Right. He said one of our brothers is with his father, and then the other one is not with his father. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And Joseph said unto them, That is that I speak unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Verse 15. Hereby ye shall be proved. By the life of Pharaoh ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither.
Oh man, now you gotta go get your youngest brother. Now you gotta go get your youngest brother, and the youngest brother gonna know who Joseph is.
Oh yeah.
He gonna know who his big brother is.
Okay. It's like so this is heavy because they don't recognize him.
No.
It's like when you come into the truth and your family don't recognize you no more. You know, little did they know they just fulfilled the prophecy that was the dream, or I don't even want to call it a dream, had from the get-go, the beginning of this whole scenario. But the crazy thing was that because of their brother's jealousy, they threw him to the side, and that's what set forth this happening right now. So the gravity of this particular 7 verses is crazy because it's like everything coming full circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's the whole reason why they sent him into captivity in the first place. Because one of the, I forgot what it was called, but it was to talk about the bushel of grain. One was standing up, and all the bushels of grain was bowing down around him. Remember they was talking about Joseph being raised up, and his brothers. He's ruling over his brothers. Y'all remember that?
Okay.
And that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason why they took him into captivity in the first place. Because you're a suck. You're already sucking up the mom. You're already sucking up the dad. You're already sucking up the God. You know.
That's not bad. I mean, honestly, it's like, can you even be mad at him? You know what I'm saying? He's just doing what he learned.
Right.
But at the same time, the craziest part about it is because this is what's going on. That the brothers is okay. What they did saved the entire nation of Israel. Because if they had not gone to get that corn, who knows what would have happened to them? You know, they could have died of starvation. They could have, all kinds of sorts of things could have happened. But their arrogance, like the Most High, the way He moves narratives on the earth is like, even sometimes things that would be bad would happen are for the benefit of the narrative that the Most High is putting on the earth.
What Joseph did, because Joseph didn't have to tell Pharaoh, yeah, they're my brothers, man. He didn't have to. You know what I'm talking about? But he did. He was like, you know what? Those is my brothers. And Pharaoh was like, you know what? I love you, Joseph. I don't know your brothers. I don't know your daddy. We're gonna let Goshen because they cool. Because you know what I mean? If you don't say they cool, they ain't getting the land of Goshen. Oh, but they cool. You say they cool though? Give them the land of Goshen or something. You know what I mean? Something slight. You think I'm talking about? You think I'm talking about them? They can live there. Go ahead.
Forgiveness is the theme of this right here. Because if a brother did not have brotherhood in his heart, he would have really took the opportunity.
Calm down.
What?
Calm down.
How's this like?
Calm down, bro. That's how the real Christian. Yeah. He didn't have brotherhood in his heart.
Okay. No, I'm saying forgiveness because he could have easily took this opportunity to just be like, yeah, that's right. I told you so. Why'd y'all put me into captivity? But he went through all that and then learned that even though his brothers did that to him,
they still his brothers.
Yeah, I wasn't being a Christian about that.
No, it just sounded Christian.
I'm just saying nobody uses the word brotherhood outside the UPK anyway.
Yeah, but you said in his heart. That didn't sound. I was like, yeah, the Lord knows my heart.
The Lord knows my mind.
There you go. He had brotherhood in his mind. He was thinking about his brothers.
I mean, that brother might as well be named Kabar at this point. You know what I'm talking about? Like
from the same mind.
To be able to forgive his brothers and be like, listen, man, I'm gonna set y'all up for success,
right?
Because this is how things are supposed to go, and this is what I was shown in that vision, but y'all didn't understand that this is what was going to be necessary for our continuation. And that's what we got to take the opportunity to do what we're doing right now, because it's not just about us and our direct family and the things that we need in our family circle. You know what I mean? This is for the benefit of our nation. That's ultimately why we're here on this, because everything that you're learning right now is pushing forward the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? And there's just something that's going to happen, and you're looking at the small scale. You got to look at the bigger picture. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Joseph set the whole the whole nation of Israel up.
Big up to Joe. He didn't even get a tribe name. That brother is one to be remembered. You know
yeah, he did. He got 2 tribes. He did. Yeah. Manasseh and Ephraim. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. That's
he got 2 tribes. Remember, we don't do nothing for ourselves. We do it for our children and people that come after us.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean? That's what Joseph did. Joseph set up his kids. He was like, yeah, you going to be Manasseh. You going to be, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me?
That's what he did. Yeah, you're right.
All right. That we good on that?
Okay.
All right, with that, Araja, please just stand.
Love the show far. Shalom.
Laya Shalom. With that, Ahmadiyya, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. Pani Hakudam, which means to face the east. We're going to finish off the Sabbath service with the Lord's Prayer. Abadal, Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash,
Kodash.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Shemka,
Shemka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Malakaka,
Malakaka.
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah.
Zaka,
Zaka.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Ratiza,
Ratiza.
Kawa,
Kawa.
Hayah,
Hayah.
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim.
Lathalanaw,
Lathalanaw.
Lakam,
Lakam.
Kal,
Ka.
Yawam,
Yawam.
Wasalakana,
Wasalakna.
Kabawasna,
Kawasna.
Kasalakna,
Kasalakna.
Kabawakina,
Kawatina.
Wala,
Wala.
Tabiyaina,
Tabiyaina.
Manasayawan,
Manasayawan.
Abal,
Wow.
Awashina,
Aishaina.
Maya,
Ayan.
Rai,
Ra.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Laka,
Laka.
Amalakwa,
Malakwa.
Wa'ala,
Wala.
Watapara,
Zakatara.
I will love you.
I love you.
Come on.
Come on.
Now the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
In earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, now we're gonna start. Turn the page to front. Now we're gonna go to the scroll. How's it going?
Someone call.
How's it going? Move the scroll. Y'all watching? Y'all stop rocking up.
Yeah, watch me out there, right? Yeah.
Y'all watching? I'm stopping up. Yeah. Oh, do it again. You got this touch scroll for you to do it. So you cut quick, do that.
Yeah, watch me out there, right? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Pay attention.
Oh shit. Yeah, go ahead.
This 12 right here?
Yep. Like that's what we're doing. That's the car my dude for real though. Y'all don't really know. That's my brother right there. That's my dog right there. That's your car, bro. All right, we good?
Okay.
All right, we're gonna close it out. We're gonna give the brothers one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Y'all shot right the top. Y'all give him a top. We're gonna start. Turn the page to sisters for one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak,
Yahweh
Y'all give him a top. Class dismissed.